These people are amongst the greatest quiz players in Britain. Together, they make up the Eggheads, arguably the most formidable quiz team in the country. The question is, can they be beaten? Welcome to Eggheads, the show where a team of 5 quiz challengers pit their wits against possibly the greatest quiz team in Britain. They are the Eggheads. And taking on the might of our quiz Goliaths today are the Kent Inquisitors. Now, this friends and family team, predominantly based in the lovely county of Kent, have taken part in quizzes individually, but today sees their first coming together as a quintet. Let's meet them.
Hello, I'm Raymond, I'm 61 and I'm a retired chartered accountant.
Hello, I'm Sylvia, I'm 76 and I'm a retired district nurse.
Hi, I'm Jane, I'm 54, a retired midwife.
Hello, my name's Michael, I'm 67 and a retired chemical engineer.
Hello, I'm Paul, I'm 61, I'm a retired patent attorney.
Raymond and team, welcome. Good to see you.
Thank you.
So quizzers, but not always together, Raymond.
That's correct. It's Farnborough Village in Kent which really unites us. Paul and I played cricket together for 20 years for the village team, and Sylvia, Jane and I play twice a year for the village quiz team to support the local church. And we have been known to win a bottle of wine or two. I mention this purely to rattle our opponents, who probably haven't quizzed at such a level for some time.
I think you're probably right. Well, you're about to discover just the level that they've been quizzing at recently. But so that's nice. So social things bring you together, cricket brings you together, quizzing brings you together, and as I mentioned, in a very beautiful county.
It is. It's quiet, and Farnborough Village is a traditional Kentish village, just with a couple of pubs, the village cricket team and the football team.
What was the John Major phrase? The warm pints of beer and the sunset. That's
exactly.
it. You're taking us there. How lovely. OK, well, every day there is £1,000 worth of cash up for grabs for our challengers, as you know. However, if they fail to defeat the Eggheads, the prize money rolls over to our next show. So, Kent Inquisitors, your comment about the Eggheads not quizzing at the same level as you is spot on today, because the team to my right took a bashing in the last game and lost. The challengers won, which proves it can be done, and it means £1,000 says you can't beat the Eggheads today. Their confidence may be a little shredded. Would you like to give it a go?
We certainly would.
Yeah.
All right, the first head-to-head battle is on the subject of politics. Who would like this?
That is me, Jeremy.
OK, Raymond. Raymond from the Kent Inquisitors, against which Egghead?
It's going to be Kevin.
So Raymond from the challengers against Kevin from the Eggheads on politics. And to ensure there's no conferring, would you please take your positions in the question room? Politics, Raymond, your choice, first or second?
I'll go first, please, Jeremy.
Here we go, Raymond, good luck. What term is used to refer to schemes in which welfare recipients are required to find some employment or attend training in order to continue to receive benefits? Is it workfare, job share, or business care?
I think that would be workfare.
Workfare is the right answer, Raymond. Well done. Kevin, the form and processes of parliamentary government in the United Kingdom is known as the what? Millbank scheme, the Westminster system, or the Pimlico service?
Well, it would be the Westminster system.
Yeah, Westminster system, that's right. Back to you, Raymond, one each. Professor Sir Alan Walters was best known as Chief Economic Advisor to which Prime Minister? James Callaghan, John Major, or Margaret Thatcher?
I believe that was for Margaret Thatcher.
Margaret Thatcher's the right answer. Famously described the European exchange rate mechanism as... Anyone know? Remember the phrase?
Something like a German plot, something like
Well, yeah, I think that was Nicholas Ridley.
Oh.
Half-baked. Caused Nigel Lawson to resign, the Chancellor. OK, Kevin. In the USA, the principal military advisor to the president is known by the title of Chairman of the what? Defense Department, Joint Chiefs of Staff, or US Central Command?
Well, it's the Joint Chiefs of Staff, which is the heads of the various services coming together as a body, and they one of them sort of takes it in turns, more or less every few years, to head the body. The Joint Chiefs of Staff.
Joint Chiefs of Staff is the right answer. 2 each. Back to you, Raymond. In Britain, what is the name of the fund into which the proceeds of taxation are paid and from which government expenditures are made? Designated fund, consolidated fund, or amalgamated fund?
I'm not certain of this. Designated fund, it could be, but that would tend to indicate a specific project. I'm not sure. I will go for the consolidated fund.
Consolidated fund is the right answer. Nice play, 3 out of 3. Here's your question, Kevin. In 1985, the civil servant Clive Ponting was put on trial, accused of sending documents concerning the sinking of the Argentine warship, the General Belgrano, to which Labour MP? Austin Mitchell, Frank Field, or Tam Diel?
Ooh, yes, I remember that very much at the time. I mean, the one who stands out there, I suppose, as the greatest critic of the Falklands War and what was going on was Tam Diel, so I think I would have to go for Tam Diel.
Tam Diel is the right answer. Okay, Kevin has got 3 points as well. Raymond, it was never going to be easy, was it?
I never thought it would be for one moment.
So we go to sudden death, and it gets a bit harder because I don't give you alternative answers. Vince Cable was first returned as an MP in the general election of which year?
He's been in politics for some time. I'm going to say 1982.
Yeah, you're quite some way out, actually. It's 1997.
Oh, Lord, a long way out.
Yeah, when Tony Blair got his landslide, that's when he arrived. Okay, Raymond, you've given Kevin a chance. Let's see if he takes it. Sudden death, Kevin. The UK pressure group for constitutional reform called Charter 88 took its name from the revolutionary events of which year in British history?
Well, I assume this is a reference to the Glorious Revolution, the overthrow of James II and bringing of William III to the throne, so it would be 1688.
1688 is correct, Kevin. Well done. You've won on sudden death. Sorry, Raymond, you've been knocked out.
Right, okay.
And won't be able to help your team in the final round. Kevin will. Please, both of you, return to your teams. So, as it stands, the Kent Inquisitors have lost a brain from the final round, whilst the Eggheads have not lost any. Good start for the Eggs here. The next subject is music. So, which of the Kent Inquisitors would like this?
That's me.
OK, Jane. Jane on music
Who's
against
Jane?
anyone but Kevin.
I think have a crack at Pat.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay, you're in charge. All right, I'll take on Pat, please.
So, Jane from the Kent Inquisitors versus Pat. How are we feeling, Pat?
I'm feeling fine.
Good.
He looks very smiley.
He's smiley, yeah. Keeps a lot hidden, though. To ensure there's no conferring, would you please take your positions in the question room? So, music, Jane, and would you like the first or second set of questions?
I'd like to go first, please, Jeremy.
Here we go. Good luck. Which weather condition is used to describe Christmas Eve in the lyrics of the Christmas song Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer? Icy, foggy, or rainy?
Being Christmas, I don't think I'll go for rainy. Icy might be a bit tricky for reindeer, so I'll go for foggy, please.
Foggy is the correct answer. Well done. OK, Pat, your question. In a song from the musical Me and My Girl, which of these follows the line, "The sun has got his hat on"? Tiddly-om-pom-pom, hip, 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 hooray, or boomps a daisy?
The sun has got his hat on. Hip, 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 hooray. The sun has got his hat on. He's coming out to play. I think that's the lyric. I think it's hip, 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 hooray.
Hip, 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 hooray is the right answer. OK, Jane. Delta Machine is the title of a 2013 album by which group? Radiohead, U2, or Depeche Mode?
I haven't got a clue, so I'm going to have to make a guess, and I'm tempted to go for U2 because it's in the middle, but I'm going to go for Radiohead, I think.
Both are wrong, actually. Depeche Mode is the answer. Depeche Mode, who just keep going and going and going. It's remarkable. OK, Pat. Can't Speak French was a UK hit single for which group in 2008? Girls Aloud, Sugar Babes, or Pussycat Dolls?
Oh dear. It doesn't ring any bells. can't speak French. Let's go with Girls Aloud. Just about a complete guess.
Girls Aloud is the right answer. I'm never sure, when they say complete guess, I'm never sure whether there's something ticking away, some fragment there, which the computer brain has hit upon. So you need to get this one right, Jane. Which singer and actor had UK hits with the songs What Do You Want, Poor Me, and Someone Else's Baby? Is that Anthony Newley, Tommy Steele, or Adam Faith?
Someone Else's Baby. So I'm probably going to be completely wrong here. They don't sound like songs from Anthony Newley or Tommy Steele, just the titles. So I'm going to go for Adam Faith.
Team, is she right?
Yes.
Yes, your team like that answer. Adam Faith it is. You're off the hook. Okay, Pat, you can still take the round with this question. Whose 1893 string quartet in F major, opus 96, is popularly known as his American quartet because it was written on a visit to the USA? Is that Tchaikovsky, Stravinsky, or Dvorak?
Well, Stravinsky died in the 1970s, so to be writing a quartet in the 1890s doesn't seem feasible. Of those three, the man most linked with string quartets is Antonin Dvorak, and I think he went to America and he famously was supposedly inspired. He wrote the New World Symphony, partly inspired by music he heard in America. So I'll go for Dvorak.
Dvorak is the right answer. So you're in the final, Pat. Sorry, Jane, you've been knocked out by our Eggheads and won't be able to help your team in the final round. If you come back, rejoin your teams, we'll play on. So as it stands, Kent Inquisitors have lost 2 brains from the final round. The Eggheads are still intact. The next subject is sport. Is this good? Sporting
We
person?
hope so. That was
It's for me, yes.
It's for you, okay. Which Egghead? Obviously not Pat or Kevin.
It's going to be Chris. You all right for Chris?
Well, whatever you
Take
say.
on Chris, please.
Okay, so Paul from the Kent Inquisitors against Chris on sport. Chris, not your favourite, has to be said.
No. I know where Farnborough is, so get
Send the boys round. Paul from Kent, Chris from Crewe, please go to the question room. So, Paul, would you like to go with the first or second set of questions?
I will go first, please, Jeremy.
Good luck. In 2002, Rio Ferdinand joined Manchester United from which other football team? Glasgow Rangers, Leeds United, or Manchester City?
Oh dear, my mind's gone a complete blank. Dear, oh dear. I'm going to go for the centre one, Leeds United.
I've got to ask Barry whether you're right, because Barry has connections. Yeah. Spot on, Leeds United it is. Chris, your question. Thirsk Racecourse is located in which part of England? North Yorkshire, Kent, or Wiltshire?
Thirsk is on the A19 in North Yorkshire.
North Yorkshire is correct. Back to you, Paul. Andy Murray became the world #2 when he beat which tennis player at the Sony Open in Miami in March 2013? Was it Richard Gasquet, Tommy Haas, or David Ferrer?
David Ferrer.
David Ferrer is quite right. Okay, Chris, the cricketer Chamara Silva made his test debut for which country in 2006? New Zealand, South Africa, or Sri Lanka?
Can you spell the surname, please, Jeremy?
Chamara is Chamara, and then Silva is just Silva.
Yeah, well, that's Portuguese, isn't it? And Chamara sounds like an Asian name. So we've got a Goa connection going here, haven't we, with Portugal? So he would have made his test match debut for Sri Lanka.
And Sri Lanka is correct. Nice bit of logic.
Yeah.
Like Sherlock Holmes, isn't it?
Exactly, that's how I operate, Jeremy.
Working through the case. Deduction. Elementary. Paul, in baseball, what is a pitcher said to be credited with when they complete a game without allowing the opposing team to score a run? Pitch out, shut out, or play out?
They all sound as though they could be right, unfortunately. But I will say a shutout.
Shutout is correct. You got 3 out of 3, Paul. Well done. Okay, Chris, this to stay in. The German athlete Silke Renk won gold at the 1992 Olympics in which event? 1500 meters, long jump, or javelin?
Silke Renk. Javelin, long jump. Well, they tend not to produce many good runners in Germany. Javelin doesn't seem right somehow, so I'll go down the middle with long jump.
Why doesn't javelin seem right?
Just doesn't somehow.
You can't imagine a German throwing a javelin.
Well, it would fit in with the ethos, but I'll have to stick with long jump.
I think you will. You're wrong. Javelin is the right answer. So the Eggheads have now got a question wrong and lost a player. Well done, Paul. You've triumphed on sport. So you'll be in the final round and Chris won't. So you have to hope now that Judith gets this one wrong, which can happen, Judith, can't it?
That does frequently.
Bufo marinus, or the cane toad, is native to which of these continents? Asia, South America, or Africa?
It's causing huge problems in Australia, where it's got rather out of control. So it must have been imported to Australia, and the nearest to Australia is Asia. So I think I'm going to just risk Asia.
Get the logic, but it's wrong. It's South America.
Oh.
We go to sudden death, Sylvia. It becomes a little bit harder. I don't give you alternatives.
How could you get that one wrong?
Come on, you can get in the final here. The technical name for which bone in the human body ultimately derives from a Latin word meaning key?
Key. Bone, key. I don't really know, but I'm going to have to guess. A cranium?
No. Do you know the Latin word for key?
No.
Judith?
Is it clavicle?
Yeah, clavis is the Latin word for key.
Oh, really?
So from that, you get to clavicle, yeah, collarbone. Okay, Judith, for the round. In 1954, Joseph E. Murray, who won the Nobel Prize for Medicine in 1990, performed the first successful human transplant of which organ?
In 1954?
1954.
Kidney?
Kidney is the right answer.
Phew.
From one identical twin to another, interestingly. And the person who got the kidney survived for several years, as indeed you will survive in this contest, Judith. Well done, you're in the final round. Sylvia, sorry, you've been knocked out on science. Both of you, please come back and rejoin your teams. So this is what we have been playing towards. It is time for the final round, which, as always, is general knowledge. But I'm afraid those of you who lost your head-to-heads won't be allowed to take part in this round. So Raymond, Sylvia and Jane from the Kent Inquisitors and Chris from the Eggheads, would you please now leave the studio? So Paul and Michael, you are playing to win the Kent Inquisitors £1,000. Barry, Pat, Judith and Kevin, you're playing for something that money can't buy, the Eggheads' reputation. As usual, I will ask each team 3 questions in turn. This time the questions are all general knowledge. You are allowed to confer. So, Paul and Michael, the question is, are your 2 brains better than the Eggheads' 4? And would you like to go first or second?
I think we'd like to go first.
Here we go, good luck. Which Steven Spielberg-directed film was nominated for 11 Oscars but won none? Amistad, Schindler's List, or The Colour Purple?
I've heard of all the films, but I'm not sure which one it is. Have you any idea?
No, not much help on this one, I'm afraid.
Well, Schindler's List was very popular, and so was Colour Purple. I think I'll go for Amistad.
Okay.
So we'll go for Amistad.
Let's see, because we've got film buffs on this side.
Colour Purple.
Colour Purple is the answer. Colour Purple. Okay, Eggheads, your question. Which actress was married to the actor Ian Holm from 1991 to 2001? Penelope Wilton, Susan Hampshire, or Felicity Kendall?
I think it's not Susan Hampshire.
No.
She's married to some sort of Greek person with a beard.
I don't think Felicity Kendall was married to Ian
And
Holm.
no, she had affairs with Tom Stoppard and somebody else, didn't she? So it must be Penelope Wilton.
Well, when the 3 choices came up, she was my first thought, but I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm not certain. But I think I don't think it's the other two.
Okay.
Next,
Well,
Penelope
We're
Wilson.
not 100% sure, but we don't think it's Susan Hampshire or Felicity Kendall, so that only leaves Penelope Wilton.
Penelope Wilton is correct. Okay, so you're behind, challengers. Belize in Central America gained its independence from which other country in 1981? Italy, the Netherlands, or the UK?
Well, I do know that for certain, and that was the UK. So say the UK.
UK is the right answer. Gentlemen, well done. Got a point. Okay, let's see if the eggheads trip up now. Which character in Shakespeare's Macbeth is told, "Thou shalt get kings, though thou be none"? Duncan, Banquo, or Lady Macbeth?
Banquo?
Banquo. Yeah.
This question, the answer is Banquo.
Banquo is the right answer. Well done. So that means they've got 2 right, you've got 1 right. You have to get this one right or the contest is over. Which writer created the policeman DCI Alan Banks? John Harvey, Peter Robinson, or Mark Billingham?
You know that for sure. Paul informs me that it's Peter Robinson. Is it Peter Robinson? Peter Robinson.
Peter Robinson is correct. 2 out of 3. All right, is it good enough? Let's see. If the eggheads get this one right, the contest is over. If they get it wrong, we go to sudden death. Okay, here we go. What is the usual meaning of the abbreviation QV when written on a prescription? Do not drink alcohol, use as much as you like, or complete the course?
What's it mean?
Right, QV.
I've got a feeling it's complete the course, but it certainly wouldn't be used as much as you like on the prescription.
And nothing to do
Can't
with
see an
alcohol.
alcohol.
Yeah.
V for varmint, alcohol related, QV.
NV, non-vino or
I
something.
can't see that.
Q.
I think it'd be complete the course, but I don't.
Happy for complete the course?
Yeah.
Some
Well,
misgivings.
we'll have to
because-
risk it.
Yeah.
Not used to prescriptions.
Well, as you've gathered, Jeremy, we have various misgivings about this answer, but we're going to go for complete the course, and we hope that we have.
The answer is use as much as you like. You've got it wrong, eggheads. The contest is definitely not over. And if you'd got the colour purple, you would have beaten them.
I know.
So we go to sudden death. Gets a bit harder, I don't give you alternatives. Are you ready, Kent Inquisitors?
Yes.
Which former model became the presenter of the TV series Baking Made Easy in 2011?
Baking Made Easy. Now, was it someone called Lorraine? I think it's somebody called Lorraine, but I can't think of the surname. It's a model, so it's not someone like Mary Berry. You've no
Afraid I
idea.
can't help you.
I'll just have to guess it. Lorraine Kelly.
Oh, that's a shame, because you were on the right track with Lorraine, for sure. Do you know?
Lorraine Pascal.
Lorraine Pascal.
Pascal.
Lorraine Pascal is the answer. So it gives them a chance here, the eggheads, to come back after, well, a little, what does Alex Ferguson call it?
Cock up.
Squeaky bum time? The harpooner Ned Land is a character in an 1870 adventure novel by which French writer?
He's the harpooner in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea. So it's Jules Verne. It's the...
Well, he's the harpooner in 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne.
The answer is Jules Verne. You're right. So, eggheads, we say congratulations, you have won. Well, you took them to sudden death in the final round. Not everybody does that. Thank you very much for playing. Commiserations to the Kent Inquisitors. The eggheads have done what comes naturally to them, and they reign supreme over Quizland once again. I'm afraid you won't be going home with the £1,000, so the money rolls over to our next show. Eggheads, back on track. Who will beat you? Join us next time to see if a new team of challengers have the brains to defeat the eggheads. £2,000 says they don't. Till then, goodbye.